Hey everyone, it's Chris from Pick Dogs. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either. It just came off.
Good Lord, I'm catching strays.
Here,
It's only
hold on.
11:00.
Yo, what's up with your boys
Yeah,
and
see?
girls?
Yeah,
Jay
see,
Briggs
sounds like-
here, coming to you
No,
I'm surprised.
with lack of jam session.
I'm surprised Costi
Lack of
goes up
hope.
with how many he keeps stubbing on the coffee table.
man. But let me do it, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, can we run it? I was gonna say, can we run it back, please?
Hey, what's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, Money Making Monday, January 13th. Here with the Pick Dogs Morning Show, man. Me, Roof, Coffee. I know what we do here on Monday, man. New show, same channel. No, I'm kidding. Old show, same channel. Winners and losers Monday. You know, I go around the horn, talk about what happened over the weekend. A lot happened. And we got some good action today. We got some college hoops. We got NBA action, and we got, of course, last and final game of NFL Wildcard weekend. So, ready to talk about it, man. Ruffalo, what's happening, brother? How you doing?
I'm stunned. I don't know how I caught strays at 11:07 in the morning on a Monday, but I'm doing all right. Had a good day yesterday. Capped the week off in style. Try to keep it rolling today. Smaller card as Mondays normally are. Still a fair bit of action though, so hoping to make some money and parlay it into a great week. Start a new hot streak.
Costi Durant, what's happening?
Doing well. Excited for the new week. This is my birthday week. My birthday is tomorrow. So, but I only celebrate my birthday on the actual day. I know Mitch had a birthday month. I take the more.
You had a birthday year.
Birthday year. I have the subtle. I just celebrate tomorrow. 90% chance you will see me in Buffalo. I will be traveling up north to get that dub. You know, you guys are all going to scold me, but that's not till Sunday. And overall, you know, our rated model did very well last week. I had a break even, like kissing your sister in NBA and college basketball. Had an off week with football. So I usually do all my profit and loss. I don't even know where I really stand throughout the week until Monday. So this is when we have so much going through our different models and different groups that are a part of it. So overall, profitable week. I'm excited to attack the college basketball and NBA markets this entire week as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. For me, just another day, another dollar. Yesterday, I dropped my NBA Player of the Day. I think I broke even. I hate that Pacers money line. That was beautiful. The Player of the Day was the Celtics. They just, by margin, just don't.
Oh my God.
I know. But they were coming off a loss, Rooflo. You feel me? So it was like, wasn't like they were coming off a win, but.
Yeah, no, that was my exact. That was one of the two games I lost yesterday, and that was the exact same point that I made.
Yeah, man.
Celtics off a loss still against one of the worst teams in the NBA, but maybe them getting healthy is going to start turning this around. I don't know.
We'll see. But yeah, NFL action, man. Let's do it. Winners and losers. My first winner. No, I'm gonna go loser. My loser of the weekend, Justin Herbert. I'm telling you all season, he's terrible. Not terrible, but he's not as good as advertised, bro. He's a middle of the pack quarterback. He's not a quarterback that's going to elevate his team in the big moments. Now, continues to have goose egg playoff wins. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying. Just is what it is. Shout out to Herb, but Stroud and them Texans move on. Now they on their way to KC. See if they can do the unthinkable, or Kansas City beating out in their what? How many straight AFC Championship games will this be for them boys, man? So we shall see what them Texans are gonna do. But my first loser of the week, easy. Justin Herbert. Stop trying to elevate him into the conversations he does not belong in. Thank you. You have to have at least a playoff win under your belt before you can be mentioned in the same breath as some of the other guys. That's my thoughts. Roof.
Yeah, my first loser of the week, Baker Mayfield. To have a great season like that. To have a great season like that. No, it is, and I will get to why. The last 3 years, you can get into the playoffs. That's great. You can beat up on the Philadelphia Eagles, a banged up Eagles team that was falling apart down the stretch last year, and then you lose in the next round. This year, they were decent against the Commanders. They were in it nip and tuck, but there were two things I took away from that game. Justin Fields. See, no, I don't know why I heard Justin. Now I'm breaking off. Baker Mayfield. Two things. That game last night told me that if he did not have Mike Evans, he was nowhere near as good as he was this season, in my opinion. Jay, you do quarterback rankings. You do quarterback rankings in the regular season. Who is the mid of the mid at best? Like, just throw out a name that maybe would be in the 17 to 20 range.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith
would have the same numbers as Baker Mayfield with Mike Evans.
Nah.
100%. And you're not. No one's convincing me otherwise. And second, Baker, stop dipping your hands in grease before you go out on the field. 13 fumbles this year, tied for the most in the NFL. You're paid to hold on to the football. You're paid to take care of the football. You don't do it, and that's why this team is headed home. So that was the turning point in that game.
It was that fumble. That was a bad fumble.
So Baker Mayfield.
I like that one too. Derek Carr. Yeah, I like that one too.
Mike Evans made Baker Mayfield. It's just like how we talk about the whole Belichick and Brady. Who needed who? Can't tell me that Evans needed Mayfield.
Kirk Cousins made. Definition of Mayfield. Mid.
Kirk.
Yeah, Mayfield needed Evans. Mayfield did not need Evans. Evans needed Mayfield needed Evans a lot more than Evans needed Mayfield. So, loser of the week, Baker Mayfield.
Gaston?
So I'm gonna crosstalk here about your 2 points. So Chargers. I want to ask you a question. This has been a topic of discussion. Would you agree that 25 of the 32 teams right now, if they had the chance, would take Justin Herbert as their starting quarterback? 25 of the 32.
Probably.
Right. And he's won nothing. It just shows it's talent, it's measurables, all that stuff. And you have a guy like Jaden Daniels, who's my winner of the week, who's a rookie, not supposed to do what he's supposed to do, not supposed to be as calm under pressure, not supposed to win in winning time. And this guy just comes out there and just makes plays with his legs, with his arm, unflappable. I was wrong. I had Tampa Bay last night. I thought they would actually get the job done at home, but Washington has proved me wrong. And this team is, you don't want to play a team that has this much confidence and as young as they are in the playoffs. So it'll be very interesting to see them going into Detroit. Is Detroit going to have a hangover from the bye? Jaden Daniels, him, man. He is really, really good at football. And it's crazy that he's this good as a rookie.
Shout out Jaden Daniels. Play of the game yesterday for me in that game was that third down that's really sealed it. Because the defender had him. He had him. He literally had him.
No, he had a towel.
He had him.
You see him running behind him with the towel in his hand.
It's just like a Diddy party.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I had to say it.
It ain't a party unless it's a Diddy party.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shout out.
But yeah, man.
No.
I let my intrusive thoughts win on that one.
Shout out Jaden Daniels, though, man. Shout out them Skins. Oh, my bad. Shout out the Commanders. My bad.
Still the Skins. Remember, we've been 30 minutes away. I mean, I can get to Landover, Maryland. They're still technically in Maryland, even though they're the Washington Redskins, Commanders, football team, whatever you want to call them. They play in Landover, Maryland. So like we've always been super close to each other. I can't get into the Commanders thing. Can't do it. People still rock the Redskins gear all the time to their games.
My next loser of the week. I could go to the college ranks and bash Sarkisian again, but I that's too easy. I'm going to stay in the NFL. Loser, Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love. Man, that was y'all game plan in that game? Like, come on, bro. I know y'all was down receivers. I get it. But man, y'all got to run football a little more effectively, too. And I thought Josh Jacobs, man, he was, you know what I mean? I thought they would put up a better fight than they did, is all I'm saying. Shout out to Eagles. I did think the Eagles would win the game. I told y'all that yesterday. I said the Eagles probably win the game. I just thought that it would come right down to it, and they might walk it off with field goals. I thought that game would play out. But shout out Philadelphia. Where they headed to? Philadelphia's headed to, or they waiting on tonight? They at home next week against whoever win tonight. Yeah. Right. I think so, right?
What's that?
Whoever wins tonight heads to Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Washington's going to, they're the lowest seed. They're going to the Lions.
Okay. It's Philadelphia. You got a home game next week, man. Adios, amigos to the Pack. Where do the Pack go from here, man? Are they just going to be that team that's just, yeah, mid, like, get in.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Low key, you feel me?
It's hard, man. It's.
What do you think they need? Like, what do they need? Like,
they need. It's a good question because their defense, their secondary is elite. They have good pass rushers. They play good D. Offensively, I don't know if Jordan Love needs that number one receiver. I don't think it matters. He's not that type of quarterback. Might be just a different coordinator. I don't know. They're like right there in terms of talent. They got the running back. They have the good defense. They have the best corner in the league. McKinney's elite. You put him and Patrick Surtain as the top two in the league this year. I don't know. You ran into a buzzsaw. I mean, you have the Eagles, just a tough NFC. I mean, the NFC is top loaded, man. And if you're get a home game, that's the solution. Play in Lambeau. Don't play on the road.
Fair.
It may sound like obvious and it may be a bit of a cop-out, but what I think he needs is time. I think it was just too much too soon. The expectations of bringing the Packers back to the promised land after Aaron Rodgers was just a little bit much. Like last year, I hate to bring this up, but they ran over the Cowboys in the wild card round. They did. That's why I apologize.
The only 7 seed to ever do it.
Hey.
Shout out to the Cowboys is the only 2 seed that's ever do it.
Hey. You're talking about.
I apologize for bringing it up. Okay, I'm just saying though.
I blame Roof. I wasn't going to go there. I blame Roof.
Yeah, well, I blame you for a lot of things, but doesn't mean I necessarily like to bring it up. I don't know what, but I just wanted to respond with that just to see if it would work. Yeah, I mean, like, how long did it take Patrick Mahomes before he became,
instant? He sat a year.
He didn't win. It still took him a little while to win a Super Bowl. We're talking about year 2 as a starter for Jordan Love. So some guys just take longer.
Fair enough. What you got?
That's what she said.
What you got, winner or loser?
I really want to. I just want to do it just because it's fun. Loser of the week again, DePaul basketball. Seems like a winnable spot for him against a 1-4 team in conference play against Xavier. And what happens? You go out and you get blown out by double digits again.
I had
Again, it was never.
They didn't give me again. I said not again.
Like I'm telling you, man. They got to move this. They've got to move this program out of the Big East. Is what they have to do.
Fool me, can't fool me again.
Move them to the damn Horizon League. You have plenty of Chicago teams in there. You know, you got UIC. You got, you got teams in that area. Youngstown State. You can have some more competitive basketball.
Not to cut you off, I just wanted to bring this up because I knew he had gotten there. Patrick Mahomes in his second season had 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and they lost in the Super Bowl. So that's a little different than Jordan Love.
Fair enough.
And has a playoff win. So
I was just I don't know. I'm trying to think of quarterbacks who've been there a lot lately, and that's fair enough. But I still think within a few years, if everything goes right, the stars have to align for Jordan Love, but he could do it. Just right now, it just doesn't feel like he's there yet, though. Yeah, I think DePaul's a joke. I think DePaul needs to reevaluate the conference they're playing in because it is not going as high. I guarantee how they thought it would. So, loser of the week once again, DePaul basketball.
Adam Schefter just reported it's looking like Dallas might not be bringing back McCarthy. Interesting.
Probably the best news you've heard.
And yet, who did they turn someone down to interview him?
Chicago.
Yeah.
On the flip side, our DC, who everybody was yelling, Jerry, hire him as head coach. Just got a huge win on the road yesterday with a trash-ass franchise that never done nothing. But, hey, what do we know? What do we know? Shout out DQ, man. Shout out Dan Quinn.
DQ is the man.
Shout out DQ, man. I love me some DQ. One of the best coaches in the league. And then Kellen Moore, man. Shout out what he doing too. Shout out Kellen Moore, man. It's tough being a Cowboy fan, man. It's tough. It's tough. Costa, you got one more?
Shout out and winner Todd Moncton.
Who?
Todd Moncton, offensive coordinator of the future Super Bowl champions, Baltimore Ravens.
He sounds made up.
Say whatever you want. But he finally called a good game in the playoffs. He didn't bail from the run. This is where you win games. If you're going to, just like Buffalo did yesterday, Buffalo ran the ball, you establish the run, you control the line of scrimmage, you win games in January. It is the key to success and limiting turnovers. Usually, if you run the ball well and you don't turn the ball over, you're going to win. So he called a perfect game. Pittsburgh Steelers are ass, but they're not ass on defense. And we did what we wanted consistently over and over and over again. TJ Watt, non-existent, no stat line. That defensive line that has all 2 Pro Bowlers.
What's his name again?
TJ Watt.
No. The OC.
Moncton.
Yeah, he's not real.
What?
He's not real.
He's not real?
Nah, y'all just made him up.
He's not a real. He's an AI character?
He's AI.
Todd Moncton.
He AI generated.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Where's the T?
Let me look at a picture of Todd, man. Hold on. Todd. How you spell it?
Monk.
There's no T.
Why is there no T?
It's Monken. Monken.
Todd Monken.
Yeah.
You're making fun of me because my Baltimore accent. So now you guys are making.
I'm saying Moncton's a city in New Brunswick.
What does he know about? What does he know about offense? Okay.
Well, he showed what he knew about offense at Georgia. They happen to win a couple.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They've won a couple things once.
They just won a couple. Just saying.
Not
I'm
two, not three.
what I'm saying is I'm looking at his resume. He looked AI generated. That's what I'm. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It's like,
bro, I didn't think I would catch strays on a coordinator this morning.
There was no way.
I thought that wasn't possible.
Just like I didn't think I was going to catch strays on an intro. Like, okay, it happened.
There's no way this dude is real.
Oh, he's real.
So this the guy behind the success of Lamar and Derrick Henry this year. Okay.
Is this the first time you guys meeting?
Yes, it is. Yes, I was not familiar with Mr. Monken. I was not familiar with his game.
I thought you being such a SEC buff that you would be familiar with Todd Monken.
Oh,
I'm telling you, he just popped up this year. He's AI generated. That's what I'm They got you.
he didn't exist.
Yeah, he didn't exist, and then all of a sudden he just popped up.
You punch him into Chat GPT, and it spits out.
I did not expect the banter when I just gave a winner to the offensive coordinator.
That it was going to go.
Shout out Todd. Shout out Todd. Cook it up for this Sunday. Cook it up.
Fair enough.
Pick them. Pick them on the road.
I was shocked. Man,
it could be 2.5. We talked about it, right?
We talked about it yesterday. I thought maybe 3, 3.5.
3 was I said would be extensive. That I knew they wouldn't do.
What did it open up? 2.5, and now it's down to. They got Baltimore -1 right now. What the fuck?
That 2.5 is a rogue number, though. You can't really get that number. It's just the opening line. The real line was a pick 'em, and now you see a lot of sharp money smacking the Ravens early in the week. I don't see it moving that much, though.
I'm on the fence, man. I'm on the fence right now. I'm on the fence. I gotta go deep dive some numbers before I give out my play.
You're not going to get any number. You're basically going to look at this game, and you can make a case for either side and not feel good about it.
I gotta go check, dot my I's and cross my T's, man, in that game. I got a week to do so.
You can make a case for either one, and I feel like you can't go wrong realistically. But they're basically saying Baltimore is a 3-point favorite. They were,
and that's not accurate.
Neutral.
That's not accurate.
It's not accurate.
Not accurate. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I gotta go deep dive the numbers, bro. Like, because my line, I'm not saying the Ravens won't win the game. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying I gotta get this. I'm trying to see how they got the Ravens -1. Because my line personally, I told y'all, Bills -3, 2.5. So I gotta go see if there's something I'm missing.
There's nothing you're missing. It sounds to me like you got some points in your back pocket.
That's what it sounds like to me too. But man, fading that man Lamar ain't fun. But we're in Buffalo. Like I could see if we was in.
And we've been there before. Last time he played there in the playoffs was not a good stat day for him. Threw a pick in the end zone. Tucker missed field goals. Oh, great. Bring that shit up again. That was when he was really good, and he happened to just miss one.
I love you're just like, bring that shit up again. You were the one that brought it up.
This morning, it's like I don't want to go there, and then I go there, and then it brings up just, the acid reflux in my stomach.
Yeah. PTSD.
But yeah, we're 80% chance, probably 90. I'll be in Buffalo.
Ooh.
Roof, how far are you from Buffalo?
An hour.
Sounds to me like you may travel south.
You make the trek. I was gonna say you bring your passport.
Do I need my passport to get to Canada?
I'm saying, bring the passport.
Oh, I'm staying at Niagara Falls Marriott.
Yeah, I'm saying bring the passport. Come over for the night.
You want to go on Made in the Mist together?
Can we recreate the scene from Titanic?
Yeah.
You're gonna freeze your ass off out there.
It's the same weather that it is here. 20s and potential snow. It's nothing. I'm ready. I've went to 3 games. It's freezing.
Fuck that.
Well, you're not built for that, bro.
I'm not.
when you're acclimated to the weather.
Snow here for 2 days, shut the whole city down. Like,
Yeah, it's different. I'm acclimated to the weather, so.
All right, fellas, let's talk about today, man. I'll start off in the National Hockey League Association, the NHLA, man. Where we got the Panthers and the Flyers, the Flames and the Blackhawks, and the Kings and the Oilers. Franchise player, Chris Ruffalo. What you got in the new league, man? The NHLA.
I forgot about that. Ugh. Oh, wait, Costi, what's the temperature there, by the way, before I forget?
In Baltimore right now?
Yeah.
I think today's actually fairly warm. It's 37 right now.
It's 29 here, so.
Yeah. But it was last week was in 20s.
Yeah.
So
it's fine. I'm gonna take the Oilers, whether it's in regulation or on the puck line. The Kings are playing well right now, but if you look at the back end of that win streak they had before taking the last time out against Calgary, the goaltending has been standing on its head, and the offense has started to dwindle for the Kings. The Oilers have just been just as hot. They've won 5 of their last 6. The bulk of those have been on the road. Now they go home where they are playing their better hockey, and the offense has been consistent. 4 goals in 4 of those last 6 games. So. Give me the Oilers in regulation, maybe a little bit on the puck line as well.
Man, Mr. Hockey himself, man, Costi, McDavid. What you got for me?
Yeah, me and McDavid share the same birthday. Wouldn't you know?
Costi.
Wouldn't you know that the 2 GOATs are on the same birthday?
That's your new nickname, Costi McDavid.
Costi McDavid.
Sounds like a bad sandwich.
The McDavid.
Funny enough, they actually have like a hockey line of McDonald's burgers right now. They have one for Austin. They have one for Austin Matthews, one for Connor McDavid.
Yeah, give me the McDavid with extra mayo.
Hold on, what is the McDavid? What is the McDavid? Now I gotta go look.
The McDavid?
Yeah.
A lot of hot sauce on that thing. Costi McDiddy. I like that.
McDonald's doesn't know what hot
keeps
sauce
morphing. Is. Keeps morphing. I'm gonna take
always on the move.
Always on the move. I'll take the Flyers, Philadelphia Flyers at home plus 155. I know they have been great at home, and it's very public for people to bet this new logo team, the Panthers. Old logo, Jay? Old logo? New logo. Old logo. New logo. It's going to be very public. Everybody's going to be riding the Panthers, knowing how good they've been on the road. I just like the Flyers in this spot. They just had a big blowout win versus the Ducks here recently, a couple days ago. They had an extended road stand finishing out December and early January. And I know they're 9-11 at home, but I like that plus money in my pocket. I'm not laying 190 on the road with the team. I could see them getting it done here. So Flyers for me plus 155.
Just to be different, I'm taking the Kings money line. Seems like a perfect spot to fade the Oilers. Just when you think the Oilers finna do something, they fall right on their fucking face. So, give me the Kings money line. Too good of a price to pass up with a team as good as they are. It's too good of a price to pass up. We caught that Ducks yesterday. I told y'all. What did I tell you about them Ducks yesterday? I told you about them Ducks yesterday. Shout out Anaheim, man.
Shout out to those mighty Ducks.
Shout out to the mighty Ducks, man. Got that outright. All right. That's the NHL for today. Damn, Chris, you got a huge card in the NHL tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me about it.
My boys getting their revenge tomorrow. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. We're getting revenge tomorrow. So be prepared.
Are you playing the Leafs?
Yes, we are.
Where, in Dallas or Toronto?
In Toronto.
Oh, they're getting screwed.
Who? Us or y'all?
Yeah, you're getting taken behind the woodshed.
Shit, you don't believe that. Let's go to college hoops, man. We got Prairie View versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. HBCU's battling it out. We got UCLA versus Rutgers. We got Minnesota versus Maryland. Boston College versus Notre Dame. Texas Southern versus Mississippi Valley State. American versus Loyola Maryland. Alabama State versus Alcorn State. Wofford versus Furman. Norfolk State versus Morgan State. Maryland Eastern versus South Carolina State. Delaware State versus North Carolina Central. Coppin State versus Howard. Florida A&M versus Grambling. Bethune versus Southern. East Texas A&M, a.k.a. Texas A&M Commerce versus Rio Grande Valley. Nicholas State versus Incarnate Word Up. And Southeast Indiana versus Stephen F. Austin. Where we'll stop. So right before 8 Eastern. Or maybe we're going to go to the whole card.
There's only 4 more games at 8. So.
Alabama A&M Jackson State. Northwestern State versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. New Orleans versus Lamar. McNeese versus Houston Christian. And Campbell versus the Teslas, a.k.a. the Elon Muskers. Costi Durant. Costi McDavid.
Costi. You know, I'm very disappointed about my Lamar team. They finally let me down on Lamar Day. It's been a no-brain bet for me for a while. No systems, no analytics, no groups. Just
Lamar Jackson. Damn.
Yeah. Stephen F. Austin. Shout out for taking down a Goliath there on Lamar Day. I'm going to take Maryland Terrapins here again. I've been riding this trend in this system, part of my analytics with Maryland at home is just different. Maryland is 7-4 against the number at home. This is where they play their best ball. I think they're gonna just boat race this Minnesota team that's terrible against the spread. So they're 8-8. They've only covered 2 games against the spread. This team gets blown out quite often. And Maryland is that type of team. When they have those big numbers at home, they still cover them. They've lost all their games on the road. They only have 1 loss at home. This Maryland team just keeps getting better and better. They have the talent. They have the shooters. They have the inside men, the big guys. They're able to do it all, and they have good coaching. I know it's a big number at 16, but I'm laying it here. I'm not even sweating it.
Homer. I'm taking Rutgers, man. This team needs a big win. Both teams coming to this game struggling. Both teams with expectations. Somebody got to get it, and I want to attack the home team with plus money. That's what I want to do here. Give me plus 140 outright money line on Rutgers. They have the talent. They just got to come together. You know, it's early. They have the talent. It just has to come together. And I think tonight, all eyes on this game, really. I know. They do be playing janky sometimes, Rutgers. They do. But it's college hoops, man, where it's like all it takes is you to be at home, go on one little run, and you're locked in. And I kind of got that gut feeling tonight about Rutgers. I'm going to attack the outright money line. I also lean towards Texas Southern to blow the doors off of Mississippi Valley State. Should be a good game. Not a good game, but Texas Southern should blow the doors off. Mississippi Valley State covered in that last one against PV. I was on that one. I was kind of upset about that. But I think Texas Southern beats them up, probably a 20-plus point win. And that's really it for me today in college hoops. Small lean on Notre Dame laying the 10.5. The line reading 7-19, double-digit favorite over the 9-17. Especially coming off 4 straight losses. That make my antennas and my brain go off. Give me Notre Dame. I'll lay the 10.5.
Yeah, there were a few that just missed out on making the premium list for me. First one is the under in UCLA Rutgers. Two teams that are, I think, a little bit more defensive minded, mainly because they can't score, especially UCLA, for all the talent they have. And last year we saw Mick Cronin call out his guys after they got blown out by Utah, and they kind of responded. They haven't responded after he called them out last time. So I think this is going to be a low scoring game, first to 65 wins. Give me the under in UCLA Rutgers. Give me Loyola Maryland minus the 2 or either on the money line against American. The one thing that really stands out for me in that game is so far in conference play, American is the worst rebounding team on both ends of the floor. So I think that Loyola Maryland takes advantage of the glass, gets a lot of second chances, and does just enough to win that game at home. Give me Southeastern Louisiana plus the 5.5 against Stephen F. Austin. I think that Southeastern Louisiana is the better team there, and I think they have a legitimate chance to win that game outright. I think that's a 1-point game if Southeastern Louisiana doesn't win it. So give me Southeastern Louisiana money line. And give me Norfolk State laying the 10 against Morgan State. Norfolk State, easily the best team in the MEAC. And I think they crush Morgan State. They're going to be crushing a lot of teams this season. We're going to start seeing big lines with Norfolk State in the coming weeks, like 16.5, 17 on the road, I have a feeling. So give me Norfolk State.
Fair. Anything else in college hoops? Costa, you might have missed?
Let me see. Just don't really like the card today.
I just was asking if you ain't got a force.
Yeah, no, that's really it.
For me, small lean on my alma mater, East Texas A&M, aka Texas A&M Commerce, bro. I'm still not sold on Texas Rio Grande Valley, bro. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not sold. I'm not. Fading ass.
Do I have to bring up the text again?
that's for the Paul. I faded them, man.
It might apply to East Texas A&M too.
Yeah, they asked too.
Or we're gonna get a text that says UTRGV is not ass. I'm an idiot.
Scoot on over to the NBA, the National Basketball Association. Small card over there tonight too, man. Just 6 games. Let's break them down. First 2 are the. My phone's still moving slow. What's the first 2 games?
Minnesota, Washington, and Detroit, New York.
There we go. Europe, I believe. Costa.
Am I up first?
Yep.
I hate to do this, and it's sickening, but they're not at home, and there's not as much of a disappointment as they are at home. And with Washington, if I can't see them winning the game outright, they're going to get blown out. So, house of disappointment for me, laying the big number. I'm going to take a sexy pick in the New York Pistons matchup. I think the spread is right where it should be. If anything, I would lean toward the Pistons there, but the Knicks have been playing really well. I think the over-under is juicy. I think it's pretty low to where it should be. I mean, New York, I was just looking at this earlier. New York has hit the over 43 of their last 68 games. So they could shoot, they could put up points. I think 223 is fairly low. Detroit doesn't alarm me as a great defensive team. So I'm going to lean over in the Knicks Pistons matchup.
I'm not betting it, but it's Minnesota laying the points. I don't have to bet every game. I just don't have to do it. And what I don't have to do is lay fucking 13.5 on the road with the house of disappointment. I don't have to do it. Okay. There's plenty better things I'd rather do. Now, I do think that's the play. I do think that they should win the game by 13.5. There's no way I'm taking the Wizards. So give me Minnesota laying the 13.5. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm personally not there. Like, it's just not in my DNA to lay 13.5 on the road with Minnesota. A team like Oklahoma City laying 16.5 on the road, sign me up. We laid that yesterday. I trust the Thunder Buddies. Minnesota, though, I don't trust them. And to me, an 8-point win and a 10-point win and a 15-point win, there's no difference in that for Minnesota. So just be wary. I know the stat, but still, would you be shocked about a 12-point Minnesota win? No.
Nope.
I'm good. Minnesota's the play, though, in that game, personally, is what I think. I just can't bet it. And then Knicks, Pistons, I'm going to take the Pistons plus the points. I took the Knicks yesterday. I explained to you guys, overrated and overvalued teams like the Knicks win in big games in big spots to justify why they're overrated and overvalued. That was the play for them yesterday. That was a spot for them yesterday. Shout out to them. Thought it was a good spot for them. Today, they are the better team. I do think they win the game. I think they beat the Pistons, but I want the points in my back pocket. It's just how I'm feeling in that game. Pistons, solid team and playing well. I think they keep this one competitive. I'm going to grab the points. Roof?
Yeah. I want to be honest, you guys know I'm one of the Timberwolves haters regularly, but I couldn't get there with the Wizards, but I'm also not laying this number with the Timberwolves. If anything here, I'm taking the over, because I think whether it's a blowout or whether it's a competitive game, we're going to see points in this matchup. I mean, we just saw in their last two games, the Wizards gave up 136 to 138, 135 to Houston a few games ago, 132 to New Orleans. So I think there's going to be points here. I think Washington can still score enough to contribute to an over. And I'm taking the Pistons and the points as well. Like you said, I think the Knicks are a little bit fat and happy with blowing out the Bucks yesterday. And it's a little bit surprising to me that despite blowing them out, they wouldn't get their guys more rest. I mean, Jalen Brunson didn't play 30 minutes, but I think he still had Cat and OG Anunoby both play 35 minutes. So I'm treating this like a true back-to-back where the Knicks are just 1-3 against the number this season. So I'm going to take the Pistons and the points.
Fair enough. Next two games up. We got the Golden State Warriors in Seattle facing the Raptors. And we got game of the night. The Memphis Grizzlies in the quick revenge spot facing the Rockets. I'm on Seattle, in Seattle, man. Got to be done. It just has to be done. Seattle has balled out in Seattle this season. No reason to doubt them. I'm on the Raptors, man. I trust them as a home dog. Away dog, hell no. Home dog, yeah, they're still
Take the Raptors.
They're still showing profit. Warriors in a free fall right now. Raptors have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. I'm just letting y'all know. And it's like the Raptors most nights have a talent deficit. And there's definitely a talent deficit in this one, but what they overcome it is by playing hard-nosed, energy, things like that. And I think those are the teams the Warriors really struggle against. So the Warriors, man, they kind of just feel like they're going through the motions. While the Raptors, even though they're ass, they still playing hard. So I'm going to take a team playing hard, especially at home. Give me Seattle, a.k.a. Toronto, a.k.a. the Raptors. fuck the spot, fuck the situation. We on Houston. Because Houston, we have a problem. The Raptors go stupid
Oh,
at home at the crib.
what?
The Rockets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. Short.
So when do you throw out the spot and situation theory? Like what goes on in that head?
This is not really. Everybody keep telling me the spot. This is not really the spot though. It would be different if it was like the quick revenge spot at home, but like these boys, they just got beat at home. Where Memphis don't lose often, and they weren't injured. Now they're on the road in Houston, where Houston be balling, and they listed Houston as the favorite. Do I need to repeat the Houston as a favorite numbers in Houston? Like, man, Houston already done beat them twice this season. They just lost in the revenge spot at home.
This is the double revenge spot
on the road. That don't exist. That's not a thing.
Okay, that's why that's all I wanted to know. I wanted you to talk me through it, man. Sometimes you gotta call that helpline, man, and just talk you through it. I appreciate it. Talk me off the ledge.
I'm on the Rockets, man. I just don't want to overcomplicate this one. For as good as Memphis is, so are the Rockets. Like, these two teams are neck and neck.
Yep.
25-14, 25-12. We just saw Houston beat them. We just saw it. In Memphis. Now we're in Houston, where Houston has played its better basketball. They've won, 65% of the games last two seasons combined at home. Oof. I know they just beat the Grizzlies on the road. Shout out Memphis. But the Rockets coming to this one with the rest advantage as well, because their last game got postponed against the Hawks. So, man, nothing here. All I'm saying is the quick revenge spot for Memphis was not enough to take me off of Houston. Y'all know I start with Houston in Houston. And if I don't have nothing to take me off, then we on Houston. I don't have nothing to take me off here. Memphis is not a dominant road team. Memphis does not play their best basketball on the road. This is not a good matchup for Memphis. Give me Houston. Chris?
Yeah, I think that's the only one I can get on of these two is Houston. It's Houston at home.
The last game I was on Memphis in Memphis. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In Memphis, and they didn't get it done. So why do we think they're gonna get it done in Houston? Sorry, Chris. I just had to respond.
Yeah. No, I think it's exactly that. I think it's Houston at home. Overrides the spot. One of the better home favorites since the start of last year. The numbers haven't necessarily been as strong this season. I think they're just 11-8. Excuse me, against the numbers a home favorite, but I still think this is a good spot to back them. Short number. Give me the Rockets at home. And I'm not touching that Warriors-Raptors game. The line feels right on to me, sort of on that tipping point where if I get a couple more towards the Warriors, it's easier for me to take the points to the Raptors. If the line shrinks a little bit back to where it originally was, around 4.5, 5, I'd probably lean towards the Warriors. So 6.5 feels like right on to me. So give me a pass on that one. I'm just going to take the Rockets. Those two.
Guys.
Yeah, I'm taking the Raptors at home. I mean, at home as a home underdog, they're 11-5. This is the spot for them to win games. Hate taking them on the road. Got to go through. There's a thing, man. Just like I might have to go through customs this weekend to see Ruffalo. It's a process, man. It's a whole process, and you can't overlook that stuff. It takes time. It takes energy out of your day. It changes the whole dynamic of entering a country. It just takes time, and I think there's something said to it. I don't know how much that element is, but the reality is they're just that dominant in this particular spot, hitting at a 68% clip as a home underdog. So I'll take the 6 points in my back pocket. And then on the other one, I'm with Jay. Houston Rockets for me. They're them and the Magic. They print money at home. I don't see any reason why to fade them in the spot of where they're dominant. They're 13-6 at home, and they cover a lot of games at home as well. While Memphis is a 500 team on the road. So yes, the double revenge scares me a little bit, but like Jay said, it's on the road. It's not at home. And this is just the spot and situation that I like as well. So Houston Rockets for me.
Last two games of the night, the LA boys. Keep an eye out on it, man. I just feel like there's a chance they may not play these two. You know, the last two got postponed. And they moved the NFL game out of there tonight. So it's like, just keep an eye out on. But we got the Lakers and the Spurs and the Clippers and the Heat. Chris?
Yeah, if these games are being played, I would lean towards the Spurs. That line just still feels a little bit funky. If it were to be confirmed that, LeBron and Anthony Davis would play, both of them are listed as day-to-day last I checked. So I would lean Spurs, but nothing concrete for me in that one. I am going to take the Clippers, though. For me, the Clippers are the better team. Less turmoil going on within that team. The Heat are just a disaster zone right now. And there's just no back in the Miami Heat until they get all these issues sorted. And even after they get these issues sorted, I think you trade away Jimmy Butler, is still going to deplete this team. So give me the Clippers in this one.
Costa?
I'm passing on the San Antonio. Take a Ruffalo in the Lakers game. Too many injury designations. I don't want to give an opinion out and then later in the day change my mind, which then, I get heckled later on. So if anything, I personally wouldn't bet this game until closer to game time when I know what's going on, especially in the NBA. I do that quite often. Not a lot of overnight releases from us. And I'm on the Clippers, better team, better situation. I don't know right now if they are playing that game. I haven't heard anything that it's changing, but Miami's in a really tough spot here. They're trying to pick up the pieces, even though they won 3 in a row. They've won 3 in a row, but, I give them credit winning at Golden State, but then they win at Utah and Portland. Yeah. That doesn't say that much. They were both favorites for a reason in those spots.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I was going to say that. Yeah, they were both favorites there. So, I don't know. Spot situation. I think the Clippers are just in a better spot right now, and they're more put together as a team. They're coming back after a road stand now. I know there's all that turmoil going on where they had to postpone a game and all the stuff that's happening at home. I don't know that dynamic for me to make a claim that it's going to hurt them or help them. There's just so many things up in the air right now with the fires. So still taking them in the place where they play really well, which is at home in that new arena that they need to start paying for eventually.
I'm fading both of y'all. Y'all both foolish and lack vision. I'm on the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Anthony Davis definitely will play tonight if this game gets going. And this will be a LeBron James style game. He's going for probably 30 tonight. And he's going to say something crazy after the game, something sentimental to kind of wrap his arms around the city. So, yeah, it's going to be a LeBron night. And then the Clippers, they might lose this fucking game outright. Kawhi Leonard's back. So that means the Clippers are back to being what? Overrated and overvalued. I don't know what the hell Chris over there talking about. The Heat without Jimmy Butler be hooping. Maybe he is the problem. Get out of here, Jimmy. We don't need
the Heaters. What I'm getting at is the Heat are still ass.
No,
I'm not.
You ain't tuned in to Heat basketball. If you don't like that, and you don't like Heat basketball. I don't
like Heat basketball. So,
you better tune in tonight when these boys go in there and bust up the Clippers. No Jimmy. So I'm on Miami. I think they do enough to keep it competitive. The Clippers might win the game, but the Clippers are the team you shouldn't be messing with right now. That's the team free falling. That's the team who can't seem to win the game recently. They've now lost 4 of their last 5, while Miami's won 3 straight. Clippers starting to feel overrated, overvalued again. Now the Kawhi's back, fading them. I'm on Miami plus the points. I trust Miami on the road usually much better than I do at home anyway. And then I just trust LeBron to do GOAT shit tonight at home against the Wimbies. who they've already beaten up twice this season. So give me the Los Angeles Lakers. I hate laying extended numbers with the Lakers. Short numbers, not so much. So that's what I like. In the NBA, last game of the night, ladies and gentlemen, NFL action, NFL wildcard action. We got the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. We're in Glendale, Arizona, though. The Cardinals let their division rival paint their field, Los Angeles Rams. It's kind of crazy. Costi, what you got here?
Yeah, I'm writing. This is a typical spot for me where if I like a team and then the line gets better, I don't care that it's a home field, it's a neutral field. I liked the Rams before, and I like them even now better, 2.5. I just think they match up really well against the Vikings. I think they have a good enough secondary, and they have that rookie pass rush. Both those guys from Florida State is going to cause pressure up the middle and from the edges, and that's where Darnold starts to panic a little bit. Unless they establish a running game, which I have not seen from them in the last month of the season with Aaron Jones, and you make him one-dimensional, he starts panicking, he starts making those stupid idiot plays that was the quarterback of old that we kept making fun of. I think we're going to see a better version of Darnold than we saw against the Lions, but I just think the Rams offensively, this is the team, this is the Cincinnati of the NFC. You don't want to see this team in the playoffs. They have multiple weapons, a quarterback that's been to the Super Bowl and won it. They have a running back that is excellent. And coach, I think, is even. No edge there. I think McVay and O'Donnell or Kevin O'Connell are both really, really good. I don't think there's really an edge, but experience edge goes to McVay. So I'm going to take the Rams here getting the points.
I don't need no points.
Money line?
Money line, money line, money line, money line, money line. Seen Stafford do it before. I've seen McVay do it before. I've seen them do it together. How you talking about? I love good coaching. I love great head coaching with great quarterback play. It usually wins every single time. And that's what we got here with the Rams, And then for the Vikings, you just got inexperience. Kevin O'Connell, never been here. Sam Darnold, never been here. All that defensive disguise shit that Minnesota be trying to do, I don't think it's going to phase a veteran like Matthew Stafford. If they would have had a young quarterback, like if they would have got the draw of, if Minnesota would have played, the Commanders or maybe played who else? Anybody else. Really any of the other quarterbacks beside Matthew Stafford was the worst draw for Minnesota to draw. All the other quarterbacks kind of inexperienced, kind of ain't really seen shit, might still be confused. Not Matthew Stafford. So all that defensive disguise stuff that Minnesota be trying to do on defense, Matthew Stafford gonna see right through it. Hell of a season for Minnesota, man. Hell of a season for these boys. But it come crashing down today, and then they're gonna have real decisions to make. Do they hand Sam Darnold $50 million? $50 million for regular season play. I got the Rams winning this one, man, for the city. Give me LA money line. Chris,
hey, give me the under here.
Official. Dallas Cowboys part ways with Mike McCarthy.
You're saying is Bill Belichick leaving North Carolina to come to Dallas?
No.
I didn't have a problem with Mike. We won games under Mike. But I just feel like Mike wasn't the one that was going to take us over the top. This was the move we should have made last year. Our head coach is still in the playoffs, man. And he's with our division rival. That's the sickening part. It's like our people don't wake up until it's too late. Until it's too fucking late. We should have made this move last season, and we should have kept DQ. Now, who's going to be our head coach? I don't know. Oh, man. Now here comes the hard part. The world may never know. But sorry, Chris. You're up.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the under here. Unders have been just money in the wild card round so far, 4-1. If we didn't have that late surge in that Houston Chargers game, be 5-0. And two teams that play solid defense. I think Darnold might have some more issues again. If we're being honest, I think we started to see that, like Cossie said, the Darnold of old show his face in a couple of games down the stretch, including in the big games, like games against Detroit. So, I'm going to take the under in this one. I think Brian Flores will have something ready for the Rams. I keep getting to the score of like 23-20, 20-20. So give me the under in Rams Vikings. I think it's still in the mid 40s.
Man, who can be my head coach, man? I'm trying to think, man.
If you can get your A prospects, Ben Johnson
from Detroit.
Yeah. But that's like you're just taking on an offense. He's got to have the right staff around him.
I don't. Nah.
You want an experienced guy?
We're not getting him.
How about Coach Prime?
Nah, we're not getting him.
Bring on Shador. Get rid of Dak. What'd he say? He said, I won't coach in the NFL unless I coach both my sons. He's doing the Braun. How are you going to pull a Braun?
Think about, man. I to be honest, I thought we was keeping McCarthy. I did not see us breaking up with McCarthy. I did not see that. I thought he coached well enough down the stretch that he kept his job. But obviously not, man. Okay, Jerry. Jerry been on one. Jerry told the reporter the other day, he said, when I bought this team, I bought this shit for me. He said, well, I bought this team, I bought a job. I bought a job that I was going to do for the rest of my life. I didn't buy this to give to my kids. I bought a job for me for the rest of my life, so I'm going to run it. Okay, I said, okay, Jerry, I can't do nothing but respect it, bro. You can't do nothing but respect it. Shout out Jerry, man. Let's get some shit right, Jerry, and let's go win that bowl next year. You feel me? All right. That's it. That's all for today's show, man. Y'all know it ain't a show without some Cowboys hype, man. We ain't in the playoffs, but y'all talking about us today.
No, you're talking about us.
Oh, man. We'll see. We shall see. That's going to be fun today, trying to figure out who our next head coach is going to be. Roof, what you got going on today over at Pick Dogs Premium, man? Money Making Monday.
Yeah, I got a $15 college hoops play today. Had a great day yesterday with it. Crushed it with Michigan. Went 6-2 yesterday, so just keep it rolling into a new Money Making Monday, new week of opportunities. So make sure you jump on that. Also got an NBA play of the day and my NFL play from tonight's matchup. Got the side over at Pick Dogs Premium, or got a 3-pack with all three. But remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
Just came across my phone. John Morant now listed as questionable. Keep an eye out on that. Costi, what's going on at Insider Plays?
Just responding to a client right now. It was an inquiry that's been watching the show, actually. So everything we do is systematic. So I put you in contact with betting groups that are more in line with your betting style. So if you're a high volume bettor and you want something that's high volume, I attach you to a betting group that delivers the games in real time, more the professional side of betting. So if you have a bankroll 5,000 or more, I will gladly take the call and speak to you and let you know what your options are. Unfortunately, most of the time, I just defer you to Jay or Chris for premium, because as much as I want to have the business, we're very particular with who we bring on, because you have to follow it so correctly if you're going to be profitable. Otherwise, you miss the boat. It's not just playing games every day like you could buy from these guys. But if anything, if you do buy from them, buy long-term. short term doesn't solve problems and doesn't pay bills. Long term does.
Man. Today, I got my NBA player of the day. We did drop it yesterday with the Celtics. I know. It should have been the Pacers. It should have been the Pacers. It's all good, though. We'll bounce back on the play today. Hop on something long-term, though. I'll have probably 3 or 4 plays total today across everything. So let's hop on it, man. Make some money today over at Pick Dogs Premium. I know what time it is. It's parlay time, man. Parlay. Chris, what you got for him?
I think Kossi just got the next, or just gave me the next tattoo idea that I want to get. Short-term solutions don't solve long-term problems.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. All right, let's go with a crazy parlay today. Let's go with, let me just pull up the number here. I want to see what I can get it at. Let's go with Southeastern Louisiana money line against Stephen F. Austin and LeBron James triple-double.
I'm going to go Rams money line, Raptors money line, Houston Rockets money line.
Give me Dante DiVincenzo over 14.5 points, Mikal Bridges over 16.5 points, and LeBron over 23.5 points. Just 3 player props for y'all. But I know some of y'all going to want some plays, some actual games. We'll go Notre Dame laying 10.5. We'll go Rutgers money line. And we will go with the Miami Heat plus the points, 13.
Someone's asking if I got tattoos. I got the cheeseburger or the hamburger tattooed on my butt cheek.
Oh, wow. Money making Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every.
You don't have the In-N-Out burger sign on your butt cheek?
No, that's your tramp stamp. Don't think I didn't see that in Vegas. Koski's got an In-N-Out tramp stamp just above his waist.
See y'all tomorrow, man.
He got Chick-fil-A on his arm. So it's like a tattoo sponsorship for life.
I'm out of here.
See ya.
Peace.